Sir, you'll have to unmute and speak, sir. I have made force mute.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Tomorrow is Sankranti, and today we request you how to go about it. There are so many things that full internet is do this, do this. Please go tell us the proper way to go about it.
Okay. We are speaking something. Kishorji?
Yes, sir. So as we all know, Sankranti is the time, the phase when the sun actually wakes up. The sun was sleeping for all along, such a long time. And now is the time for the sun to wake up. The sun's, the reason why we consider this as a very powerful day will be explained by Guruji. And how we can utilize it, how best we can utilize this auspicious moment. In fact, I would consider it as actually a time period when we have to meditate and we have to worship a lot. Go to the temples or do any sadhana that will take you inward. So all the complications that we get to hear from the internet, we're going to get it cleared. And please note that this is an important session for you to take down the notes, because these points, you won't be getting it anywhere. Most of the points will be from coming from the depth of Guruji's intuition and his subconscious. So I believe important to take notes while he speaks. There should be no disturbance while the Guruji is speaking. After the Guruji has spoken, there will be a moment where you can ask your doubts. Please do not raise your hands. We will not be giving a chance to ask doubts or questions while Guruji is in the flow. I hope you all understand that this is important. Please go ahead, sir. And I request almost all of you, as many as possible, if it is practically possible, to come on camera so that we have a feel, a Gurukul feel. Yes, over to you, William, sir.
Yeah. Good. Hari Om. गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनापमस्तवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवदी दीनामवित्रयवदो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् Good evening, everybody. Okay. I didn't know how to go about the class. Something I prepared. I think rest, if I miss anything, we'll just go with the discussion. Okay. Okay, I think all of you know what is the importance of Sankranti. I will try to tell you all what is not mostly spoken. So there are 12 Sankrantis. I'll tell you what is the meaning of each Sankranti. You have the New Year, the Mesha Sankranti. Kataka Sankranti is the start of Dakshinayana. Tula Sankranti is called the Garbha Sankranti. And Makara Sankranti is the start of Uttaraya. So in Capricorn, Sun is in the extreme south. And the last line, it is in Sagittarius, in the fire sign, in the holy Sagittarius. And finally, after 6 months, where you say Vishnu is sleeping, or it is in the southward journey, it starts moving in the northward journey. And if you can look at most of the Muhurta text, mostly everybody says marriage, to Graha Pravesh, and many other things are only prescribed when Sun is in the northward journey. Mostly in the southward journey, only if it is an excellent Muhurta, it is prescribed. Even the Muhurta, the doshas, when it is only when it's very, very bad, you need to take account of it. But in Dakshinayana, all the Panchang factors, everything should be good, because just a small thing can afflict the Muhurta. So Makara Sankranti itself is it's the start of the sun's journey into its northward motion. There is a story which says Bhishma was waiting for Makara Sankranti. That is not true. Bhishma was not waiting for Makara Sankranti because it's already given in the Purana have mentioned it in the Punyakaal session. He was waiting for Ashtami and Rohini to come together, but everybody believes it. So, yeah, what I say, like there are many people says in the Bhagavad Gita, it says only those who die in the Uttarayana Kala will go to heaven. The rest who die in the Dakshinayana will go into the Pitru world. There is one saying, but again, it is not true. Depending on the planetary position, Dakshinayana, Uttarayana both can be there. The only thing that, see, we all know it is very cold during the Dakshinayana Kala. The moment sun even need not enter into Kataka, Cancer. The moment it enters second path of Aridra itself, winter season starts. What I say, and from there till Kartika, it enters, it is going to be rain. After the last 245 days, it is just cold, not much of rain. But now everything is changed. Even now, when sun is in Sagittarius, also it is bad. So the most important thing you'll have to understand, what is the important? There are 12 Sankranti. Everything is a Sankranti. And in fact, you call the cross. The Christians actually put it's Jesus Christ cross. Is actually, it is nothing but the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. And you have the equator with sun's ingress in Aries and the sun's ingress in Libra. That is the meaning of the cross, the most important cross. So what is the most important compared to all? One is New Year, the most important. Okay, sun is entering into Mesha after 12 signs, 12 zodiac Rasi finishing. We are entering into the new zodiac sign of Mesha. But what is Makara? Makara is just in between. What is the meaning? Okay, it is northward. Is there any other meaning? You must understand. The 10th sign of the zodiac is owned by Saturn. I'm just the natural Kalapurusha's 10th house. It is where Mars gets exalted. And the symbol is supposed to be like a goat or a crocodile. It's actually not a crocodile, it's a dragon. It is supposed to have many other symbolic myths. It is supposed to be the universal intelligence. Your karma, your house of karma, it sits there. So those sun's position in a Saturn house is bad. If you look into the horoscope, Saturn is the ruler of karma. Mars is the fuel of karma. And then when sun enters, it is the trigger, the switch, or the key to which the karma will set in motion. So sun's entry is very, very necessary into it. So this is the most important aspect of action or something really, the engine really starting off when sun enters into Makara. This is one very, very important part. So what say? So you have a new cycle, 6-month cycle. Some people say it is the path of the Devas, and some people say the Pitru path and the Deva path, and many things are described. The sun's entry into northward journey. Here, some people in South, they say that actually the New Year is only in when sun enters into Makara. It is not New Year is only in. But the festival, mostly the harvest festival, is generally celebrated here. So I think most of India, I do not, they know the astronomical significance, or they don't take into the account of the astronomical significance. It's more of a harvest festival. I think whole of India, most of the way they celebrate, it is like a gratitude or a Thanksgiving day. It is mostly a Thanksgiving day for agriculture, for a farmer. I think down south, I was talking to a Punjabi friend. The way they were celebrating also, they were telling they do khichdi, and I was asking, we do pongal. I'll come to that thing. Prasad, what is the common prasad? So what is the commonality? The one festival which unites everybody. Pan-India festival. This is a Pan-India festival. There are some Pan-India festival, but I think without fail, everybody has a very common ritual for everything. Apart from Diwali and 2-3, one is this Makara Sankranti, or you call the Uttarayana factors. Okay, so this actually, you can see Makara Sankranti is called Pongal in Tamil Nadu. It is called Maghi in Punjab, Haryana, Jammu Kashmir. Uttarayan in Gujarat. I think kite flying is very famous in Gujarat. Khichdi I've seen in many places in Uttar Pradesh. It's called. In Kerala, tomorrow you can even see it live. It's come live. That's called the Makara Jyoti. Will be visible. It's already very special for them. Plus, what I say, you can see that in the Sabari mountains, you can see the particular lamp just actually magically, miraculously on light being emitted from there. They call it the Makara Velakku. Then you have the Maghi Saji in Himachal Pradesh, Dil Sakrat in Bihar, Makara Chaula celebrate in Odisha, and Sugi celebrate in Karnataka. Paush Sankranti in West Bengal, the Haldi Kumkum in Maharashtra, the Maha Sankranti in Goa, Shakrat in Haryana, Rajasthan, the Sukrat in Central India, the Guguti in Uttarakhand, Peda Pandika in Andhra Pradesh, Pedda Pandika. Pedda Pandika, it is supposed to be the very big function. That's the meaning of the word, Pedda Pandika in Andhra Pradesh. And Mark Bigo. I've just, so many I saw, I just, whatever I could pick up, I've just put. So it is a pan-India festival. Why? What is the significance? Is it every time? Is it only a harvest festival or anything? What is sun's entry? Every 30 days he enters new Rasi. What is the actual significance? What is the spiritual significance? What is the mundane significance? What is the most important aspect of it? Where whole of India, it's celebrated. And if you go into the classics, it is mentioned in the Mahabharata, Ramayana, everywhere this particular function being celebrated very, very grandly. Okay, so we'll just look into some what they cook. So we'll try to understand what they cook. So this is called Tilgur in Maharashtra. It is something with til, sesame, and jaggery. In Chakra Pongal or Pongal in Tamil Nadu, it is rice, jaggery, milk offering to the sun god. West Bengal is rice cake with coconut milk, jaggery, and stuffed inside. In North India, it's peanuts, sesame seeds, jaggery make laddus and chikkis. Okay, see the base. What I want to tell you is what is the offering tomorrow we get? What is the most important offering? Each one offers something. It is out of culture, out of ritual. It is boss. See, sun's main ingredient, as far as remedial measure, you have wheat, you have many other things, but jaggery is supposed to be. Jaggery is supposed to give harmony and friendship. It's supposed to create harmony and friendship. So offering jaggery to the gods is a very, very, very important remedy. Yes, forgot of it. It's a very, very important venture. So tomorrow, anything made of jaggery, even plain jaggery offered, is supposed to be very good. So whatever is the custom in your place, add some jaggery and offer to the gods. Mainly tomorrow, it is not a function to any other god. It's typically sun's. It is to Surya Bhagavan. So mostly everything is, I think 8:57 Indian Standard Time. Sun is moving into Makara. It might be, I think most of India, this should be the same time. Few minutes, 5 minutes here and there, it can be. I don't think so it will change. I don't know what is it for other parts of the world. You have to calculate and see. Because I will just read out to you what it means for everybody else. What is it? Does it have an individual significance, or does it have a significance for the world as such? I will tell you this also. So the mantras for sun tomorrow, whatever you all can say, the most mantras are Aditya Hridaya, Surya Stotra, Surya Sahasrama is there. There's a very good Vedic sloka called Arunam. Surya Gayatri, I think I've written here, this is Surya Gayatri. The Rig Veda Surya Namaskar, that's very, very good. But this all you all should be initiated. But Surya Sloka, I think Surya Sloka, all of you know. Chapakusma Sangasam, Kashyape Mahatyudin, Tamorim Sarva Pabaknam, Pranatos Midvakaram, or Om Bashkara Vidmehe, Mahadyudikara Yadimehi, Tanno Aditya Prachodayat. This, or there is another one, Ashwatadaya Vidmehe, Pasastai Dhimi, Tanna Surya Prachodayat. Because I think anybody can pick it up and say, or simply say Om Surya Namaha. Some Surya mantras, I think looking at the sun, plain prostration, or there is one mantra called Om Ghrini Surya Namaha. There's actually a Mola mantra, Om Ghrini Surya Namaha. You can say, I think everybody can say this. Many whatever you can pick up. Look at the sun, some offering. I think looking at the sun moving at that 8:57, it's very, very important. I think in 3 minutes you have Yamakanta. So if you are going to do some offering, do it after 10:30. Immediately 9 to 10:30 is Yamakanta, most of the place. So in 3 minutes, immediately, so 10:30 to, I think, an Abhijit Muhurta, you all can offer. There is one more thing about this. It's called, many people do not know, Punyakaal. There is what is Punyakaal? It is not only for Makar Sankranti. Whenever sun enters into a new Rasi, it is something called Punyakaal. Shararth is done. Shararth is very important. Any dhan done during that time, any japa, tapa, worship, homa, pariga, remedial measure done at that time. It's called a Sandhyakal. Like every day we have a Sandhyakal, 3 times Sandhyakal. Sun's entry into a thing is Sandhyakal. And see, this is not a Muhurta time. It is not at all good for starting, initiating anything new. Only for spiritual purpose, it is a very valuable time for Sandhyakal. This actually, technically, you'll have to know means the last 32 minutes. Sun has degrees, minutes, and seconds. The last 32 minutes That is 12 hours, 48 minutes before sun enters into a sign, it's Punyakaal. And after 12 hours also, it lasts. Sometimes it is the last 12 hours. The next time after enters, it 12 hours. There are rules when you will have to follow. So for Makara Sankranti, when sun is 269.44 to 270.16 is the Punyakaal period. There are some rules for it. See, there is what is it? When sun enters Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sankranti, this is called Vishnupada. In fixed signs, it's called Vishnupada Sankranti. When sun is entering dual signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, it's called Shachit Sankranti. So here the Punyakaal is after. Here the Punyakaal is before. Then you have the Vishu. In Kerala, we call Vishu or Vishutva. In Aries and Libra, it is only 6 hours is the Punyakaal. Then we have the Dakshinayana or Yayana Sankranti, which is a Kadaka Sankranti. Or Dakshinayana Sankranti. Then tomorrow, what it is called, the Makara Sankranti, Uttarayana Sankranti. The Punyakaal is 12 hours, 48 minutes. So 12 hours, 48 minutes. Tomorrow it is, and Punyakaal is not, what is employed or followed in the night. So it is after 8:47 till 6 p.m. There are two things. Okay, you also have the festival starting, but it is also Punyakaal. So any japa, tapa, homa, anything done has manifold effects. Mostly many people will do Shraddha also. A small rule you have to do. If you are maybe there's some technicalities there. The morning twilight Sankranti. If it happens during or after sunrise, but if it happens 1 hour before sunrise, the previous day is taken as Punyakaal. In the evening twilight Sankranti, the same day, if the Punyakaal, if the Sankranti happens before sunset, but if Sankranti happens after sunset, Punyakaal is on the next day. So midnight Sankranti, it is midnight, but it happens, if it is previous before 12 o'clock, you have to take the previous day. If it happens after 12 o'clock, you have to take the next day as the Punyakaal. So this Punyakaal, apart from this is not for Makara Sankranti. This Punyakaal is there available for, it's for all the 12 Sankranti. It is very, very sacred. In fact, in fact, for some remedial measures, some very powerful remedial measures, Pitradosh, Sarpadosh, Shraddha, and many things. One of the Muhurta classics mentioned do it during Punyakaal. And sometimes it comes during certain Nakshatra, Yoga, and Karna, it becomes more valid. So Punyakaal is a very, very important aspect of remedial measures. It only comes 12 times and it's hardly there. Though it gives 12 hours, there's a special time, it is only available for 6 hours. So for remedial measures, remember there's something called, which what follows a Sankranti is something called Punyakaal. Okay, then tomorrow's Sankranti I'll tell you the names of different Sankranti. If it's called Gora Sankranti, if Sunday, or it happens with Ugra Nakshatras, Maha, Bharani, Purva, then it is supposed to be good for Shudras. Dhvankshi Sankranti, happening on a Monday, or it happens on a moon's Nakshatra, Hasta, Hashwini, Pushya, Abhijit, it is called Vaisya. Tomorrow's Sankranti is called Mahodari. It's happening on a Tuesday, and it is also happening on tomorrow's Punarvasu Nakshatra. Punarvasu, 4th Pada in Cancer moon, it is happening. So tomorrow's, it's called Mahodari. It is supposed to be very, very good for thieves. Thieves in the sense, people who are into all these manipulative technical works, not exactly thieves, some who are maybe for politicians and all that is very good. Then there is a call, if the Sankranti happens on a Wednesday in a Maitreya Nakshatra, Mirgasira, Chitra, Anuradha, Revati, it is very good for Kshatriya, soldiers, people, policemen, people maybe in sportsmen also. You have to, don't take it technically. This is not caste name. This is what it is based on. Most of these are based on your guna and karma. It's Brahmins mean not Brahmin. Anyone is spiritual, anyone in astrology, anyone is very religious, it's called a Brahmin. So anyone who follows this particular program, Kshatriya means anyone who's brave, who's a protector, a guardian, is called a Kshatriya. Thieves, and they said, don't take it literally thieves. It is somebody who's hidden, hiding, whose job is, who does not present himself from spies, all these are things. Vaishya is the business class. Shudra is, the worker class. The worker class is called Shudras. The business class is called Vaishyas. Then you have Manda on Thursday. The Sthira Nakshatras, Rohini, and the 3 Uttras. it is good for spiritual people. So Thursday and these come together, that particular, this is not for the whole year. This is only for that Sankranti, for the 30 days. All these are not for the whole year, just for the Sankranti. Every month, moon and sun enters into a particular sign. You have to know what day it is and what nakshatra it is. Based on that, you can have this classification. Mishra on a Friday. So if it's on Pishaga and it is anybody who deals with animals, what is animal related things, they are supposed to be good. Then another one is called Rakshasi Nakshatra, which if it's on a Saturday or if it is Jeshta, Aridra, Mula, Aslesha, it's for the people, again, it's for the lower class people who are doing menial jobs. What I say, for them, it is supposed to be very good. So the nature of the nakshatra and the day will define for which kind of people, which mentality or which work profession, guna people, which will be good. This is just, there is something more detail into this also. Okay, there is another way where the classics also mention, if the Sankranti is happening, how good is there any meaning, what I say, it can have an individual effect on a person. This classics get us in particular sloka. So tomorrow is Punarvasu. So anybody is Punarvasu means, what I say, it is supposed to be bad. Your Janma Nakshatra, Sankranti must not happen in one's Janma Nakshatra. There are some remedial measures for it. Then the next 3 nakshatras after Punarvasu tomorrow is the 3 nakshatras. If it happens, though for anybody who has, let's say Pushya, Aslesha, and Punarvasu, first 3 nakshatras, Punarvasu, Pushya, and Aslesha, travel related things is very good for them. The next 4 to 9 nakshatras, if anybody's birth nakshatra falls in that, it is good for comfort and happiness. 10th to 12th nakshatra, if it falls, means it is it gives you pain, suffering, misery. Gives you 13th to 18th nakshatra, if you have gain of clothes. 19th to 21st nakshatra is loss of wealth. 22 to 27, it is gain of wealth. So this I've given it here cleanly. If you want to know which is which. So tomorrow is Punarvasu nakshatra. So anybody having birth nakshatra, it might give ill health and monetary losses. Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha, it gives a lot of travel. Makha, Purva Palkani, Uttar Palkani, Hasta, Chitra, Swati, it gives happiness and comfort. So anybody who has these as birth nakshatras, this is the result. Vishaga, Anuradha, Jeshta, bodily comfort, pain. Mula, Purvashada, Uttrashada, Shravana, Danishta, Satapisha, acquires clothes. Purvabhatra, Uttarabhadrapada, Revdi, loss of wealth. Ashwini, Bharani, Kirtika, Rohini, Margasi, Aridra is prosperity and gains. So there is some remedial measures in case if it's not falling well. So there's a simple remedial measure which is supposed to counteract the most of the effects. So the moon signs and Sankranti. So what I say, for Aries person, there's the likelihood of change. There are certain rules. I'm following those rules and I'm giving these results based on where tomorrow is the moon for each person. So if your moon sign is Aries, not Lagna, moon sign is there, that there could be a change of place. This is not for the whole year. This is for the month. So this will change for every Sankranti. These are Sankranti results. So you can take it till the 14th of February. For Taurus, favors, helps, assistance, and sharing. Gemini, gains and prosperity. Cancer, it's bodily comforts and recognition. For Leo, it is travel. So you need to be careful with finance and investment and spirit. There are a lot of spiritual tools. Virgo, it's gains, a lot of financial abundance, realization of ambitions. Very, very lucky. I think Virgos will be the most luckiest. Libra, moon, professional success, accomplishment, and recognitions. Scorpio, progress and growth, foreign travel, spiritual inclination. Sagittarius, this month, they can go through a major transformation. Capricorn, relationship, marital life is good. Aquarius, victory over enemies. Pisces is creative and there is romance in the air. This okay. While this, I've got the Panchang factors I'll read. I'll take some doubts after reading this. See, when a planet is in Sankranti, when there are certain rules according to the Muhurta rules. Moon is favorable at the time of sun's ingress. Sun will yield favorable results. Sun is favorable at the time of Mars ingress. Mars will yield favorable results. Mars is favorable at the time of sun's ingress. Sun will yield favorable results. Mars is favorable at the time of Mercury ingress. Mercury will yield favorable results. Mercury is favorable at the time of Jupiter ingress. Jupiter will yield favorable results. Jupiter is favorable at the time of Venus ingress. Venus will yield favorable results. Venus is favorable at the time of Saturn ingress. Saturn will yield favorable results. Okay. If it is bad, there are many remedies given. The most important remedy is fill seed on a plate, draw a trishul and trikona in kumkum with a piece of gold. If you are not able to afford gold, you can put turmeric. Then this must be given to a Brahmin. Generally, other remedies is generally offering jaggery to Surya, chanting Surya Gayatri 1008 times, of visiting a east-facing temple, or any dhan done during Punyakaal. Tomorrow is 9 to 6, as supposed to be a remedy in case we don't know. You need not go into too much aspects. Just do it safely. Just be on the safer side. Sun is life. Sun is moving to a new sign, and especially it is moving to the northward journey. So it can other Sankranti will have a 1 month effect. Tomorrow Sankranti can have a bigger effect throughout the year, or at least till the next Dakshinayana, it can have a longer, better effect. So just have the worship done safely. But why do you worry? Where is each moon that is moon that? Just always do the puja. It is always better. Okay. Before I go into tomorrow's Panchanga factors reading, I will just pick up some doubts. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody can have some doubts?
You can use the hand raise feature.
Mm.
Yes, Sudarshanji.
Sir, can you go to the previous couple of slides, sir? Yeah,
Yeah.
in this, the next slide, sir.
Mm.
No. Next, forward, sir. You are going back.
No, this one.
Next one, sir.
Mm.
This, can we take it for Lagna also, or only for Moon Rashi?
Take for Lagna. You can take it for Lagna also, but though the textbook is given mostly for Moon. See, I'll tell you the logic which I've taken. If you want me to know the logic which I've taken. See, where is Moon from your Moon side? From your Moon, where is today? Where is the tomorrow's Moon? Tomorrow Moon at Sankranti, where is it? It is taken Cancer. So for a Mesha person, where is Moon? It is in the 4th house.
4th house. So
for a Sagittarius person, where is the Moon tomorrow?
It's 8th house.
That's the logic I've taken. So it partially, see the results based on Lagna and Moon is the negative or good results is based on Moon. But what it is going to be accurately, you must see from Lagna also. It is not you duos the Lagna. Which house it goes from Lagna, but it is good or bad, everything is always from your either Vimshotri Dasa or transit is from the Moon. But we must know where from Lagna it goes. Maybe from Lagna it goes to the 11th house, and from the Moon sign it goes to the 8th house. It may not be that bad. But imagine from the Lagna it is 6, 8, 12, and also from the Moon sign it goes to 6, 8, 12. It can be very bad. So definitely we'll have to see both. But for us, just good or bad, you see from the Moon sign. So from your Moon sign, tomorrow where is Moon is placed will indicate what is there. How is this month going to be to an extent broadly? How is the Uttarayana also going to be?
Oh, next 6 months also it will kind of give an indication.
Because this is a 6 months Uttarayana period. No, this is not the start of Makara Sankranti alone. This is the start of the Uttarayana. No.
Okay.
So it can have a big. See, it's just not what another month started. It is a 6 months period of dullness, sleepiness, disease. Everything breeds during this time. And then sun is more warmer. Sun, the astronomical factor is Earth is closer to the sun in this 6 months. And in Dakshinayana, it is much further away. This is the meaning.
One more small clarification, sir. Next slide, you talked about ingress.
Yeah.
So I can understand sun ingress for Sankranti. Now Mars ingress.
Mars transit to a new sign. No, Mars is moving to a new sign. When Mars is moving to a new sign.
Tomorrow's situation, it is not happening. But generally, if there is if ingress is happening, we should look at it.
Yes. See, when Mars will move now from Cancer to Gemini, right?
Yeah, but it is somewhere in next month, this month end kind of.
It will happen. That time, where is sun at that time, where is sun from your Moon sign, we'll have to see.
Okay.
If sun is well placed, even though Mars is going to a bad place, if sun alone is well placed, it will give good results. This is another important rule. Everybody says Jupiter's transit is there, no? What is it? It's very, very important. Only for Saturn transit, there is no. Jupiter's
Yeah,
transit.
you didn't. That's what
It is
another
not
last.
given. It is what is it? It is mostly given for this.
And the last one, is it a typo error or is your Venus is favorable at the time of Saturn ingress?
Saturn ingress, yeah.
Saturn will yield a favorable result or Venus will yield favorable results, sir?
Saturn will yield favorable. When Venus is placed, when Saturn is moving, but Saturn will yield favorable results.
Okay. And we are not talking about Saturn's is favorable. We are not for any
this is
planetary.
actually this is Saturn's ingress. When Saturn is transiting, this is about Saturn's transit. In Saturn's transit, Venus must be favorable.
Okay. Because I can see Saturn is favorable. That point is missing. That is what I was curious.
No, because the Saturn, this is Saturn's transit. When Saturn I think March 28, it is changing. Check, there are many roles you have, this gold, silver, and many other things. Another very important is you must check where is Shukra. If Shukra on the day of transit is well placed for you. In fact, you know what, 4 months Shukra is going to be exalted. So I think during Saturn's transit, Shukra will be exalted. So I think if Shukra is exalted when Saturn is transiting,
some 6 planets are sitting in Venus at that day.
We will see in case that is going to be
March 29th.
No, we'll see. The Sankranti, the Muhurta can indicate, is this going to be something? There are two things. How the month is going to be, it depends on Surya and Chandra starting, new sign. One is the new year starting. You have the Tithi Pravesh and Solar Pravesh happening. But one more very important is this Uttarayan card is very important to understand how the year is also going to be. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anushya, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Sir, tomorrow's ingress is happening in Punarvasa Nakshatra. If you could just go 2 slides earlier to this. Yeah, here you said we'll have ill health or monetary losses. But when we come to the Rashi results...
that is general. That will change. There's slight different rules. This is based on Nakshatra. That is based on Rasi.
So you mean to say Pushyami and Aslesha will have a favorable results, but not for Punarvasu?
Yes.
Okay, fine, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, Chandramouli.
Sir, namaste. Sir, this one Sankranti is happening at 8:57. You said, sir.
Approximately IST. I think for each city, 5-10 minutes it changes.
I'll take that only. Because here, this one, what's it called? The Durmuhurta and all those things, they are also getting counted. And Durmuhurta is starting at 9:05.
Yamaganda, no?
Yamaganda is starting at 9:39.
That difference changes for every city.
Hyderabad and Chennai is not very. Is it there will be a big difference, sir? I don't know.
No,
so this I am asking.
Because universally we're speaking. So avoid the Yamaganda anywhere in the world.
Okay. I'm just asking, say, this Durmuhurta is continuing up to 9:50. Yamaganda is starting at 9:39. It is continuing up to 11 o'clock. And the only time we have is at 8:57. Only 3 minutes time.
No, do it. I think what is it? Take the 3 minutes time when it comes. You can't do a big puja. Start chanting.
No, at least to make the pongal.
No, that
normally we make pongal at that
you
hour.
can do it. That junction, if you can do it that time, you can offer the pongal at that time. 8:57, you can offer it.
Okay, that means at 8:57, I had to offer.
Or after 11, you can offer. It's not no hurry. That's after off you can offer. Or you can do it during Abhijit, no, tomorrow. This was very good.
Abhijit is coming at 12 o'clock.
12:03. Abhijit is whatever is the noon time in your city, 24 minutes before and 24 minutes after is Abhijit Muhurta.
12:03 to 12:47.
That's in Hyderabad.
In Hyderabad time.
So anybody, any part of the world they are, just find out what is the noon time in your country.
I was wondering only on seeing this, what time we should be performing this one.
Because 3 minutes, only 3 minutes.
Only 3 minutes.
Many places, I think Yamakan starts. So either exactly you'll have to offer, or if you are going to do on 20 minutes puja, all that, I think do it in Abhijit Muhurta, it'd be better.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? Anything? Okay. We'll see what is the... this is the planetary position tomorrow. Okay, this is available for tomorrow. You can see ascendant. Actually, ascendant is 28 degrees. So I think some part of India, it will be Makar Lagna, and some part of Lagna, it might go to Kumbh Lagna. As far as Makar Lagna, it is nice. If look at the Muhurta of the day, it is Tuesday. Tuesday, it is Krishna Pratipada, Punarvasu 4th Pada, Vishkumbha, Balavakarana. It is happening in Surya Ora. It is Shubha Panchaga, Dogati is Mitra Anuradha. So this is the results of, if I have to look at the planetary position, look at the planetary position. When Sun enters, it Lagna is in Shubhagatri. So Vesi, Vasi, Ubayachari. Sun has all these. Sun is alone. Sun is not with any planets, but Sun is aspected by Moon. It is close to full moon. Though it is a Krishna Paksha, it is very close to full moon. Moon is aspecting, Mars is aspecting, Jupiter is aspecting. So all the benefics are influencing the Sun tomorrow. It is what I say, sandwiched between Venus and Mercury, which is fantastic. Jupiter is aspecting it, Moon is aspecting. We have Mars also aspecting. So I think tomorrow it is a very beautiful Sankranti, because Sankranti is happening in a Shubhakatri with Jupiter and Moon's aspect. So all the benefics are influencing the Moon. So if you look at the Panchanga aspect, a lot of fire energy is there tomorrow. Why fire energy tomorrow? Tomorrow day is Tuesday. The Tidhi is Pradama. Pradama is the Adidevata is Agni. And if you can look at the Hora, it is Surya Hora. So Surya Hora, Tuesday, and Thing. So there is a lot of Agni. Two meanings you can take for this. Some fire-related activity or some constructive works related to fire, or a lot of action-related things. Many things fast will happen for at least the next 6 months. Something fast will happen. In certain places, if the Lagna goes bad, if for Makara, if it goes to Kumbha Lagna, this will become 12th. For India, it is Lagna. So I don't think so there's going to be a fire accident, you not get fire-related accidents. But for places, certain places, you have to check for each city and find out it's already 28. Most, it can give fire-related issues, or mostly fire dominates the Panchanga aspect. The secret of understanding how a year will be, how the month will be, to look at the Panchang and relate it with the planetary position. It is very, very important. So the planetary positions are good. The Lagna is very powerful. Mars is Neecha, but Mars is Neecha Manga with Moon. It gets Chandramangala Yoga. The Lagna is aspected by 3 benefics, not a problem. But you must not forget, Sun is also the 8th Lord in Lagna. Not every time, Sankranti will happen in Makar Lagna. Tomorrow, it is happening in Makar Lagna. Coincidentally, Sun enters into Makara in Makar Lagna. It is Makar Lagna and Sun is moving into it. Coincident. Most part of India, 70%, some percent it might be Kumbha Lagna. So extreme places, I think Assam, it might be, I think so. So the day, look, most of the planets, Saturn and Venus in the 2nd, Rahu in the 3rd, Jupiter in the 5th, Moon, Mars in the 9th, Ketu in the 9th. These are all good indications. So I don't think this Sankranti looks negative. It looks quite good. The only other negative is, if you look, you can look at the yoga. It is Vishkumbha Yoga. You know what is Vishkumbha Yoga? It is a pot of poison. So maybe, certain remedial measures can be done. But again, Moon is well placed. So I don't think so. This has to take a big end. Only if you have at least 3 negativities must come to say the negativities. So only the yoga part alone, it is bad. So Vishkumbha alone is nothing to bear. So maybe, but if I look at the fire aspect and the Vishkumbha, there could be some, I think some medicines can be discovered. I think a lot of medicine, because the fire energy is there. Sun being the 8th Lord sitting in Lagna, aspected by so many benefits. So look, it's very good for the leaders, it's good for the government. What I say, also you must not forget, it's the 8th Lord in Lagna. So I can infer what will happen if the 8th Lord is in Lagna. But it is still, so some betterment and growth for the leader, for the country, for the superiors. It is supposed to be very, very auspicious. In fact, it favors the individual personality and the people who are at the head. See. And then it is Balavakarana. So you can see it is Balavakarana. It is lauded by Brahma. So if you look at the Karana part, I think a lot of new things will initiate. As far as I can understand, the year can be many new things. Balavakarana is Brahma. So it is many new things. And one more thing, the Nakshatra is Punarvasu. It is not the Punarvasu in Gemini, it is the Punarvasu in Kadaka. So if you understand what is Punarvasu, is indivisible, eternal, it is ruled by Aditi. So it renews itself, fresh, and new beginning. So something when Uttarayana starts in Punarvasu, it is something like what I say, it's going to renew itself. It's about transformation, improvement, evolution, change, growth. It discards the old. It is like that, what you call the butterfly, it throws the old and comes about the new. So two things, Punarvasu, 8th Lord Sun in Lagna and Punarvasu Nakshatra. Moon is in Punarvasu and Sun as 8th Lord is sitting. So I think a lot of draws and a lot of new, and the Karana is Balava Karana, ruled by Brahma, Vishwakumbha. If you can read a lot of fire signs, if you can read into all these meanings, I don't think it's negative because finally the Lagna Shubhagatri with most of the benefits. So I think many new beginnings I see this year. We'll have also to see how the new year also is going to see. But as far as the Uttarayana, tomorrow sun moving can mean a lot for the next 6 months, I can say. Unless there is a modification in the current new year, we'll have a session that time about when the lunar new year starts and the solar new year starts, what does it mean for the year. But here I looks like a lot of the old is going to go and a lot of new is going to start. Something related to fire, heat, electricity is going to happen. Many new things. Mostly it is there. A little bit of virus, this will be there. This could also mean some discovery of medicine all be there because it's Vishkumbha. The Uttarayana is happening in Vishkumbha. I remember just before the session, I had a client. He was born as a young baby, 3 years baby. He's a Vishkumbha. So the complaint was he is bitten by just 3 years. He's getting bitten by insects. He's bitten by insects. There is some poisoning, toxicity, stomach upset, all this. He was a Vishtikarana. What is he was also Vishkumbha, and I forgot one more is he was a Chaturdasi. Chaturdasi. 3 things all bad, and he's running Mas Dasa. He's getting hurt and all these problems. So before even you look into the chart, if you just understand the Panchang of a person itself, will reveal many things, how the life will start. The same thing, how a month will be, how the year will be. If you know to read the Panchang factors related with the planetary portion of the Lagna, not read the planetary portions, divorcing the Panchang. It is the Panchang related to the planets. If you know to read it and interrelated, correlated, what I say, beautiful predictions will come. If anybody wants to say anything more with this, you can add to this. Anybody has some more intuition and to say, you can definitely say. Yes, Sudarshanji, tell me.
Sir, Rahu is aspecting the moon and Ketu is aspecting the Lagna. How is it?
If you take Rahu Ketu's trinal aspects, you can take.
Yeah.
See, if you take it that way, or if they are in trine to each other, you can take. Usually the trinal aspects are not negative.
Okay.
I don't think any trinal aspect, they only influence, but anything from a trinal aspect is never negative.
And Mars aspect is conjunct with moon and Mars is aspecting Lagna is not a negative, sir?
No, it's only Mars is not aspect. No, it is, Sun and Mars mutual aspect is there. Moon is aspecting, Jupiter is aspecting Shubhakatri. So overall, you take the picture.
Okay.
Overall, there is a tinge of negative. I'm not saying there are a lot of fire, a lot of heat, a lot of anger there is there. But then finally, the Shubhakatri and Jupiter's aspect on Lagna, no? I think overall it is not going to be. Just keep in mind, just keep what we have discussed as the year goes. Let's say next 3-4 months at least, you will see what we saw and what happens. It will be very good. Next year, we come up with the same Uttarayana. Okay, what we discussed with these factors did happen during the course of the year. But did this dominate is very, very important. We had 3. See, it's very easy. When everything is separate, it's difficult for the prediction. It's always when I see a chart, when we see 3 factors negative, it's easy to make a prediction. Of 3 factors are very, very good. Then it is very, very good. The Tithi is good, Karana is good, the Nakshatra is good. Then it is easy. Or I spot 3 negativities is bad. Yeah, I'm not able to spot it. Except Vishkumbha, I'm not able to spot. Maybe I can see a lot of fire. The Tithi is fire. The day is fire. Hora is fire. I can see. But again, I think the Jupiter's aspecting cancels everything. And the Lagna is in Shubhakatri. So in fact, Sun itself is the 8th Lord tomorrow. In Sankranti, Sun is the 8th Lord.
Okay. And Jupiter, we are looking at only the benefic as a benefic planet. Should we look at it as the 3rd and 12th Lord, sir?
No. Jupiter is always benefic. See, one important aspect of Jupiter being in the fifth house, what is the meaning is, what is meaning of Jupiter? Fifth house is Upasana Sthana. When Jupiter is in the Uttarayana, when it's entering Jupiter, that means any worship will remove any problems. It is very important. Let's say during this, Jupiter has gone to 6, 8, 12. No remedy will work. It is very important for remedy to work. Jupiter must be in a Kendra Kona, well placed. And Jupiter sitting in the fifth house in any prasna or any personal horoscope, you have the God's protection. So you just need to pray. That's enough. You pray to God, it is more than enough. So if you want to say which God is the best to pray for this year, also you can take a call. Jupiter is in the fifth house and Shukra's house. So I think a female god, moon is strong tomorrow. Okay, who's Atmakaraka tomorrow? Okay, 17 degrees. Okay, Jupiter is Atmakaraka, right?
Saturn is Atmakaraka.
Saturn is Atmakaraka. Yeah, Saturn, Venus and Venus. No, Jupiter is the Amitakaraka. So I think it is Saturn and Jupiter. But as far as worship is concerned, I think Jupiter is in the fifth house. I think just worship.
Guru's aspect. Guru's
So not Guru. In Shukra's, Jupiter is, I feel, put it as God. For Jupiter, though what you will say Guru Aradhana, Guru worship, I'll put it as Jupiter means God. Okay. You can put it as God, and Jupiter in a female sign, more preferably to a female deity. We can put it as like that. Female deity, because Jupiter is in Shukra's sign. Mahalakshmi, you can say. Mahalakshmi, Icha Shakti Devi. It is good. Or any god, whatever god you pray, Jupiter will take into any aspect. It is sitting alone. It is not with a planet. It's not much strongly aspected by any planet. So I think praying to God itself is very special. Any negativity problem, maybe not in the birth chart. I think God's protection is there for the year. At least for the Uttarayana Kal, or at least till Mesha Sankranti. You can see it. Let me at least take it for this 30 days, this Sankranti. Anything related to fire, heat, a little bit, it is Vishkumbha starting. Anything related to virus, if something goes and it's controlled, it'll rise. It'll rise. Vishkumbha, it starts, something will rise, but it'll be controlled because Jupiter aspect is there. Okay. Chandramouli. Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
As per this chart only, Sun is Digbali.
Yes.
And Mars is aspecting, Trainer as one, 9th as one is coming to it, 1 and 7. And Mars is deblate. Again, Jupiter is also deblate. Mars is deblate and Jupiter is retro. My question is because today and tomorrow there will be lots of financial dealings in Andhra because of the waiting.
Yeah. Okay.
And police is not doing anything big. Police definitely is not controlling. Only a few places they have stopped and they are not allowing. Otherwise, everything is allowed. Next thing, what I am seeing is many VIPs are moving into these activities. Sir. Never I have seen. Because in the past 10 years of Telangana history, our Chief Minister never entered into any kind of activity. But today, the new Chief Minister of Congress, he is allowing all his ministers to enter into all the activities of Hindu festivals. Previously, they were non-supporters. Though they are Hindus, they were never supporting Hindu activities. Is that because Sun and Ketu are together and Jupiter, there is a trinal aspect?
It could, you should also check it up for the personal horoscopes also, how it is.
No, just for the understanding only. General,
mundane
understanding.
It could be, definitely it could be that.
But this retro Jupiter, is he really helpful to us or not, sir?
No. See, a retro benefic is 3 times stronger.
Retro benefic is 3 times stronger.
Always. It's called Cheshtabala, no? If you look at the Cheshtabala of a planet, when a planet is retro, it is 3 times powerful. If you do Ayurveda calculation, it is always, when a planet is retro, it is taken as 3 times strong. So it is as much as an exalted planet. But if a malefic is retro, it will act again 3 times more malefic. So you'll have to understand it accordingly. So a benefic retro result giving is different. It may not give quickly after delay. That is a different thing. But once it gives, it will give full, more than full it will give. But it will come after a delay. It is like what I say, your Jeep is not starting, it goes reverse, and suddenly it lets go and it goes full speed. No, that is how a retrograde planet will act.
Okay. Now coming to the next point, sir. Yeah. Venus is a dispositor of Jupiter. He is sitting with the Saturn in the second house of Sun.
Yeah.
Okay. That means the betting and all those things, those things are supported by the 5th house only, no, sir?
second, 11th,
So,
fifth house, yeah, 5,
normally
11
fifth
houses.
house. All bettings will come into that.
Speculation.
So, the Venus dispositor is in the Kendra. Is he also supporting because it is with Saturn? That means bulk money will be moving in this, and lot many things will work.
See, you can see the amount of planets influencing the second house also, no? Saturn, Venus aspected by Nietzsche Mars. So there is a strong, as at least for the month, there is a very strong second house influence. It's very, very strong.
Okay. And third point is today Modi has come to Hyderabad. And being the head of the country, this Sun Ketu is going to give him something.
Or Modi?
For Modi, is Modi going to do any benefit to the country or to the state particularly, something of that kind?
We just keep Modi's moon sign and look at the whole planetary position. Where is the Lagna from the Modi's thing? And for the country as such, you take, for the country as such, it is Kataka Rasi and Rishabh Lagna. So Modi is exactly opposite. Just keep this as where is the Lagna moved from Modi's moon sign. So I think it is moved only third house. It's not going to be damaging unless whenever in the Sankranti, if it goes to 6, 8, 12 from Modi's Rasi, or for the country, it can be bad. If it's Kataka Rasi. So somewhere 6, 8, 12 from Kataka Rasi, if the Lagna or the moon sign is bad, it is bad for the country. I think tomorrow we are Pushya Nakshatra, no? India's Pushya Nakshatra. And tomorrow's moon. Moon is the same sign. So I don't think so. It's bad for India. Even the Lagna is not bad for India. I think even for the Prime Minister, I don't think so. It is bad. It is 9th from the Prime Minister's moon, and the Lagna is also in the 3rd from the moon. So I think at least for this month, it is not going to be bad for India.
Will there be any fire problems, as you are saying? Because lots of fire incidents are happening. Even in the world also, there are so many fire incidents are happening.
Oh, that was the past. Here you can see the day tomorrow's, like in one prediction we saw, no? You see this prediction where it says, it's called Mahodari, Tuesday with Punarvasu. It's supposed to be good.
Tomorrow it is for thieves only.
Thieves. You said, no, what is that? For betting going on.
That's what. I'm seeing this only, my entire thing changed, and I wrote down all those things.
So usually Tuesday, but that's one hint we have taken to all the other Panchanga factors also. But yes, Tuesday and movable nakshatra and Tuesday comes. It's very good for financial movement. You can't say please. Financial sector is very good.
Because Mars. No. Please go ahead, sir.
It is, and Mars is Nietzsche and with Moon. Tomorrow you have to look where is the day lord also. No, we'll have to look at where is the day lord. Where is the day lord? It's in the 7th house with Moon. Nietzsche is there. So I think a lot of transactions will be there.
But the police will not be doing anything because of Mars debilitation and as well as the Nietzsche sthana.
Yeah, Mars is going to be quiet. Until it is Nietzsche, it is going to be quiet.
Yes, today they have means lots of money is moving today. And it is open also. Earlier it was not so open. Nothing is shown in the TV. Today everything is shown publicly. How the transactions are going on. I was thinking something is going wrong. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yes, anybody else want to say anything about the Panchanga factors? Kishorji?
Yes, sir. I was actually looking into the sun in the Lagna, being the 8th lord in the Lagna. That would usually be the case in most of the Sankrantis, right, sir?
No, the Lagna will not be the same.
Makar Sankranti.
No, sun will be the same, but it will not be Makar Lagna.
Okay.
It can be any of the 12 Lagnas, no?
Okay.
Or coincidentally, it is the same Lagna.
Okay. I mean, the previous speaker was talking about Saturn-Venus conjunction in the 2nd house. If we keep this Lagna as the focus point, then you read it as a normal chart, even for mundane. Then we are having, for that Lagna, the Yoga Karak is sitting in the 2nd house. Therefore, we can say that this year is going to be a prosperous year, at least the first 6 months.
Just few months, at least the starting, unless it is overrides by the Mesha Sankranti. We come at least the next 4 months, this will take. The sun's movement, the whole Uttarayana, this will have a hold. They will have a modification in Mesha, but at least next 4 months, this will hold good.
Yeah.
See, it is sort of a mixed belt, but I think mostly, like people are getting scared, 5 planets are going to come in Pisces, it is bad, and big virus is going to spread. I don't see a big virus in this. I don't see. In due course, anything changes because we got 3 transits now. Before Uttarayana comes, we have major transits coming. We have Saturn transit, Rahu, Ketu transit, Jupiter transits all coming in next month. I think, and the biggest thing is Jupiter is going to transit 3 houses, 3 signs. It has never happened in 1 year. Jupiter is transiting 3 signs. It is moving from Gemini, from Taurus to Gemini, Gemini to Cancer, Cancer back to. So it is 4 signs it's moving.
Yeah.
It's Atichara, it moves to Cancer and comes back to Mithuna. In 4 signs, whenever it is the big prediction, when Jupiter moves more than 2 signs, there is major impact. We saw Corona, no? It moved 3 signs. So whenever Jupiter moves, there's a Nadi rule. What I say, when it moves more than 3 signs, it is some major happenings can happen. You can decode that when the moment it moves, what is the same thing we see. We just look at the Panchaga factors at that time, you'll know. Yeah, the rule of Panchaga, we need not take every other planet. We just need to take this is the day, the Tithi, the star lord, the yoga, you'll have to do, the Karana lord, the Hora lord you can take. And this will be the major factor, not the rest of the planets will not. Maybe the Lagna and the moon sign, like we saw in Tithi Pravesh, no?
Yeah. In fact,
mostly the Tithi Pravesh rule only you will have to follow for this house. You just have to follow. You can take the Atmakaraka also. Who's the Atmakaraka? It will also dominate. But traditionally, this is what this will rule for any Sankranti. You can use this for Prasana. You can use it for what you say when sun and from after Amavasya, no? The first Pradama, when what it falls, that's how the moon will be. All this is based on this one. This is the same rule. You understand the Panchanga rule, understand how to interpret Panja with the Lagna and the Chandra Lagna. You interpret and correlate, and this will very, very easily you can predict. At the face, it looks scary. Tuesday, Pratipada, Vishkumbha. It looks, but if this can be negatively. If I do not look at the planetary position, this looks very negative. But if I look at the Lagna, the Shubhakatri and Jupiter aspect, so there is something in the air. I'm not saying there is something looks like it's going to be controlled, well controlled. Many things are brooding, many things are in there, many things are eerily moving about. But I think divine protection is also there for us.
Yeah, and looking at the Karakas, I would say that though there is a Nati Karak and a Dara Karak conjunction in Cancer, we are also having 2 great benefics are aspecting that sign. So
yeah. So something is there, something groups. I'm not saying it's going to be beautiful. Something is there, but I think it's all going to be well controlled.
Taken care of.
That's the biggest blessing is Jupiter aspecting. Moon is unafflicted. Lagna and Shubhagatri, Jupiter aspecting Lagna, it's fantastic. Hope we get a nice lunar New Year and solar New Year with similar lesson. Yes, Anusha ma'am.
Sir, we were talking about the 8th Lord in the Lagna. So apparently, the Shastra says there is no Ashtamadipati dosha for Sun and Moon. So considering that, so do we still think that the transformation which the Sun brings in is very beneficial in terms of spiritual progress for the country?
Thing is, Ashtama dosha means what I say, it will not easily kill. But I've seen so many people dying in Sandasa and Chaturdasa.
No, but Ashtamadipati dosha is not there.
Meaning Ashtama dosha is you will never take sun or moon as a maraka. They are the last person to give maraka. So that is the meaning. What I say, they will not hold the maraka. Even if they hold the 7th and 8th Lord, they will not become a powerful maraka. But there are, in case when they are afflicted, they also can give maraka. In my experience, I've seen it. You must not take it exclusively. You must not take it. But the thing is, only if they're very, very severely afflicted, they can inflict maraka or that maraka propensity they can have. So otherwise, what is it? Because they are luminaries, very bright planets. So they may not immediately will not give any marga related will not be there. And here it is in Shubhakatri. Any Western astrologer will start predicting about Pluto in Lagna. I had called a friend who knows Western astrology. I think they've not attended, or we could have looked at it from the Western perspective, Vedic position from Western perspective. We want to even use Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Yes, ma'am. Tell me. You were just telling me something.
And the other combination of we were talking about Moon plus Mars. Mars is weak, but Mars is not actually weak, right? It's a Nicha Banga there. So
it's Lagna Kendra, Chandra Kendra, no?
Yeah, it is not weak. Mars is strong.
Mars is not weak, it is strong.
So its influence on the 2nd house aspecting Saturn will inflict little bit of conflicts, no, sir, in terms of the money matters.
It will be there, definitely be there. See, the most important in the year is Lagna influenced by which planet, Moon influenced by which planet is the most strongest.
Thanks.
And in fact, the secret of Moon is many people think, where is the Moon, which sign Moon is, which planet Moon is what the results of the Moon, right? What else? How will you else see the Moon's strength of the Moon? Tell me how you see the strength of the Moon. Tell me how all you to analyze the strength of the Moon. What are the ways to see the strength of the Moon?
First thing is we look at the paksha of it. Okay. Other thing is the placement of the Moon, the friendly or the exaltation sign and things like that. The other thing is from your Moon sign. So how is that Moon placed for that particular day?
So this is basic. One more important secret. How to see the strength of the Moon is you must also know what is the Tithi of the Moon, what is the Nakshatra of the Moon, what is the Karana of the Moon, what is the Yoga of the Moon. Without this, you can however Moon is complete, it will go. Let's say if it's Ashtami, if it is Vyadipada, or it is Amavasa with a bad Bhadra Karana, Moon is exalted also, it will go back. In 5th house, 9th house, it will go back. So this, without looking at these 4 Panchanga factors, you will not understand the Moon.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? Sanjeev ji, yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Just as you have explained, sir, regarding that all 4 Panchanga factor, we should also see the respective Panchanga Karaka position also.
In the sense?
Like, suppose in this case, there is a Viskumbha. Yoga is bad, right? Then yoga, normally we say yoga Karaka is Jupiter.
No. Okay, I don't take planetary position. Don't confuse. I'll tell you, if you take planetary position, you will read the meaning. That is used for a different purpose. I'll tell you, if you're reading Panchanga factors, only take Devata, on the Adi Devata of planet. Don't take the Graha at all. If you take the Graha, Graha Karaka, you will confuse everything. Including Nakshatra, don't take the Graha Karaka. Only take the Adi Devata. Once you know very, very clearly what is a Devata, then you should take the planetary. Before you decode the Devata results, if you jump into planetary, you will confuse the whole thing. Many people I know will misunderstand the whole thing because this new age people started giving for the Panchanga factors planetary positions, and if they start interpreting it based on that, which will give erroneous results, including Nakshatra. Understand it through the Devata aspect. Once you understand from the Devata aspects, we are thorough with it. Then there is one more secret in the planets. But if you take planet now, everything will go missing.
Okay, sir.
Some will coincide. Like, see, Prathama is Agni. Prathama is also Sun. So you'll go. But if you, instead of saying Sun, if I say Agni, the meaning and results will be more better.
Right. For this instance, like they say Visukumbha, so then how we should interpret it is going to...
What is Vishkumbha? What is Vishkumbha? Read it like that. What is the meaning of Vishkumbha? It's a part of poison.
Pot of poison, right. That is the meaning of...
That's a part of poison. Always see a child being born in Vishti Karana or born in Vyadi Karana, Vishkumbha 3, this negative will happen. It is, you don't need to see the horoscope. It is Balarishta.
Okay.
It is, and especially in the horoscope, it is 6, 8, 12 with malefics. See, there are 6, 8, 12 malefics. Moon is there, but if it is in good Nakshatra Yoga Karana, it will give auspicious result. But what I say, if it is all these 3 are bad, what I say, Moon will be bad. It is very, very important to understand the Panchanga factors of Moon. Only then you understand Moon completely. Or what I say, without understanding the Tithi, Karana, Paksha, and Yoga of Moon, if you just want to interpret Moon, you'll be missing something very, very important. It is a very, very big secret of understanding. This is very important, especially when you are giving mundane predictions, prasna predictions, or any personal also. This is a very important secret of what is reading a chart. Yeah. Tell me, sir. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Samprada. Sampada. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
So I wanted to ask for Capricorn ascendant, how auspicious it is to take them.
Your voice is breaking, ma'am. I'm not able to hear. I think it's jarring.
There is a network issue. So okay, am I audible, sir, now?
It's clearer now, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So my question is for Capricorn ascendant, that how auspicious it is for them to take a dip in the holy water at Kumbh Mahapar.
See, you know what the reason why it is very important, no? Why is Kumbh Mela is very important. Whenever Jupiter is in fixed signs, and when Sun is in Makara, what I say, that particular month is very, very holy. It's very, very holy, especially if I can tell, if Jupiter is in Rishabha, no? Whoever's having Rishabha has not 6, 8, 12, so all of them it is good. Unless
so
if
Capricorn ascendant with a moon in Lagna.
No, Capricorn ascendant, where is Jupiter?
Jupiter is in Scorpio 11.
No. Now.
It's in fifth house, sir.
Fifth house, then we definitely can go, no problem. Only
okay,
for you, Jupiter is in 6, 8, 12 from your moon side, then the Snan may not be good.
Oh.
If Jupiter is not in 6, 8, 12 from your Lagna or moon side, you will definitely take the Snan. Not a problem.
And sir, about the Tithi, it is Mauni Amavasya. So does moon make any difference? Like there is no strength to moon on Amavasya?
Oh, there's a different meaning for Amavasya. For certain aspects, it is not good for a Muhurta, but as far as purging negativity, Amavasya is very auspicious. For purging Pitru-related aspects, Dan aspects, those aspects, it is good. Only one, rest of the Amavasya is bad. One Amavasya is very, very good, is Deepavali Amavasya. For money. And so Amavasya is also good for certain financial aspects, secret dealings, people who do underhand
business. But we fast on Amavasya, sir. Every Amavasya.
Yes, it is very, very important to fast on Amavasya.
Okay, this is regarding myself only. I am a Cancer ascendant with moon in Lagna.
Not let's say, see, there are certain tidis. Why fasting is done is certain tidis, like the fire tidis. Pratama, Sashti, Ekadasi. Why Ekadasi fast is very good, Sashti fast is very good. Because what I said, it is ruled by Agni. So you want to improve the Agni in your body, you fast, the Agni will increase. How to manipulate your Panchabhuta Tattva in your body is relate, each Tithi has a particular element. On that particular Tithi you fast, that element will dominate for you. So usually why Ekadasi is the biggest fast is because Ekadasi is ruled by Agni. So you fast that day, your Agni will improve. Mostly it is a Jadaragni. Jadaragni will improve. So digestion, improvement. Naturally, it removes the toxins. So this you must understand what you must know about the tidis, which element is each tidhi. Let's say the doctor says you have pitta, too much pitta, then there is another tidhi. If you have kapha, there is another tidhi. There are watery tidis. You have to dominate. So you will have to understand which is element, which tidhi is very, very for you can use dare also, but mostly tidhi is wonderful to reorganize your body. Anybody else? Anything? I think tomorrow, what time everybody is going to do puja? Pongal or what is it? Khichdi? What do you all do? So I forgot auspicious time. If you want, I think I've already answered it. It's starting 3 minutes before Yamkand it is starting. So don't do it. Sun is only transiting 8:57. So don't do it 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I think many people before sun's transit they are going to do it. So immediately it is. I think wait for 10:30, 11 o'clock after anytime after 11 you do. If you want to be more apt, sun will sitting on top noon Abhijit Muhurta. I think start at 11:30 and do your offering at around 11:45 onwards. It should be apt time. Abhijit Muhurta, sun in the noon time. For the sun, it will be very, very good to have. Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? Any doubts about what to be done? Puja, what mantra? I think all that you all know, no? Lotus is very nice to use lotus tomorrow. Red flowers, sun, it is very nice to use red flowers. You can use. Sun worship is very, very important. Use a lot of jaggery. offering of jaggery. Wherever, which part of your part, jaggery is the most favorable thing for Surya. Yes, Kishore.
Yes, sir. So with this, we are coming to the end of today's discussion. And if anybody has any query, please raise your hand before we bid adieu to today's session, and then we start our rituals tomorrow. As astrologers, we must be aware of these important, precious moments that happen, especially these happen only once in a year. Take advantage of it as Guruji has prescribed. And if you have any doubts, even after the session, you can get in touch with Guruji via posting in with Shikha ji ma'am. You can get the doubts cleared. I presume that there's a lot of clarity that we have gained after today's session. So would you like to give your feedback? I am giving you the choice to unmute, and you can give your feedback. And also, sir, one important point I wanted to mention is your connection with the remedy for fasting, using fasting, and the tithis, the connection with tithis. So can we have that in the upcoming classes, sir? Because I think people are aware that we are doing this Panchanga and Muhurta webinar course, which is a huge, long course. And if people are joining there, I think this one part can also be added, sir, for the benefit. Sir, you're on mute, sir.
I'm also working on the predictive aspect, like I spoke little on it. The predictive aspect of there's a Muhurta aspect of the Panchanga factors. How to bring the Panchanga aspects into the prediction.
Okay.
So that's a separate webinar. So it will be like a sister to it. One, you see the Panchanga as a Muhurta, but how you use the Muhurta aspects into our predictive. In that, it will come remedy also. Remedy will be part of this, which tithis or which how elemental will increase for health issues. It's very important we understand. It will come partially, it will come in that, but I think I'll take it more elaborate in a what is it, Panchanga and predictive astrology session.
Okay, okay. And
Yes,
let people
from
be.
my side also, it is a request, sir. Kindly cover in a more comprehensive way.
No,
Maybe it
no,
is
Muhurta will come very, very comprehensive way, which you have never seen in any book. At that level, it will be.
Right, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
In
you.
fact, for people who are not aware, the sessions are going to be 2 hours in the afternoon from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, or maybe even 4:30. So please be prepared, have your meals, and then come ready. Otherwise, the session, once it starts, you will not feel like getting up. That is the experience that I've had. So come prepared for the sessions. Shikha ji, would you like to talk about the session? The upcoming Muhurta?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a lovely session. Yes, this session of Panchang and Murat, it is one of the best. I've never seen Murat go to the, you can say, point ekdam deeply, like this is what I should be picking up. Sir also has a special software on it. He has designed it himself. And so that software is so perfect. Like, plus, the Panchang part, sir is going to do in detail after this course. All the 5 limbs in detail. That will be another course. In this course, yes, Panchang he has taken just to explain what the terms means and what it is. And then he has taken those for coming to a good Murat, whatever it is. Like there is one comment on our video of sir, ki after seeing this Murat ka, I have decided not to marry at all. So that is so funny. Because
Marriage Muhurta.
Yeah, marriage Muhurta. That it has just come in, sir. That
Okay. So difficult and complicated.
After watching 1.5 hours of this, it is better not to get married. That is what he said.
So it is so important, no? How to fix a good Muhurta.
Correct.
So you can't apply all the rules. Once you learn the whole thing, it becomes all the rules cannot. At least 50% of the rules we'll have to see.
Correct. Plus, I would also like to add, like since this is a Sankranti, every Sankranti has a Sankranti Devi, which is wearing some clothes, carrying some weapons, eating something, using some vahan. So whatever it is using becomes costly. So this time I think silver will get very costly, rice will get very costly, green and yellow things will get very costly. Then the jasmine flower, everything related to jasmine, the fragrance and everything, because the flower that Devi Mahodara is using is jasmine.
Mahodara.
And the thieves and the people who are literally, like, I should not be saying this, earning from wrong sources or something, because the varna that is there is bhuta, means someone who is doing wrong practices. Thieves and everything will front. They will be like more in prominence this year. The west portion of India or the world might face some problems. That is where the Devi is looking. Okay. So I think that should complete this session. And if any queries are there, sir will be answering them. Thank you, sir. I'll try to upload this today night only so that people can. We are actually very late to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
So I should have done a few days back. Okay. Any more queries?
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, Kishore.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Shishorji. Thank you,
Thank
Shikha
you,
ma'am.
sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you, sir. Thank you
Thank you,
very
sir,
much.
for the informative session. Thank you very much.